Well, well, well. Hello everybody. Mobius1 here, starting a brand new series for a not so brand new game. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, which, ooh god, I don't even know when this game came out. Early 2000s, 2001, 2002 maybe? This game right here is among my top 3 favorite Star Wars games of all time. And I just recently posted a video asking people to comment as to what other Star Wars games they would like to see me do a Let's Play series of, and the 2 highest rated ones, even though if you just read the comments on the video it looks like Knights of the Old Republic wins outright, but I did say in the video that I talked to a lot of people in-game as well, and this actually tied Knights of the Old Republic. So instead of just picking which one I wanted to do or waiting for more people to vote, because I really wanted to start it right away, I'm just going to do both. But we're going to start with Jedi Outcast because personally I like this game a lot more than Knights of the Old Republic. It's definitely has a lot more meaning to me, simply because it was the first Star Wars game that I really... It was the first game ever that I really played online kind of seriously. This is the first game that I ever joined like a clan, an online gaming community. First one that I played somewhat competitively. I was really good in lightsaber dueling. Anyway, I don't want to get into all that, but needless to say, I'm very biased towards this game. I've played through it several times on the hardest difficulty, though I'm not going to be doing that now because there can be parts of it that are rather difficult. So I'm just going to play through it on... we'll stick with Jedi. I don't want to do the easiest, but I don't want to make it so difficult that I can't get through it. We'll just go with Jedi, which is like the normal difficulty. That way you guys can see it, because this game has a great story. This is the 3rd game in a Dark Forces series. So it was originally Star Wars Dark Forces, and then Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, and now this is Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. And there's actually a game after this called Jedi Academy, but the Jedi Academy is kind of its own deal because you don't play as the same character. In this game we play as a mercenary slash Jedi named Kyle Katarn. And since this is the 3rd game in the series, I'll give you really all the backstory you need to know. Is that Kyle Katarn used to be an Imperial. He defected to the Alliance before the Battle of Yavin. He helped Princess Leia get the original Death Star plans. He fought off a bunch of Moff... Ooh, Jesus, I don't remember the bad guy in the first game's name. But he destroyed the Dark Trooper project, helped rescue General Trix Maydean before he was a general, when Trix Maydean went to defect, and that was all in the first game. In the 2nd game, Jedi Knight, Kyle learns that his father was actually a Jedi, and his father was killed. His father Morgan Katarn was killed by a Dark Jedi named Jarek, who had like 6 or 7 apprentice Dark Jedi that they went around and like were just, you know, messing things up. And they were searching for a planet that had no name. It was a planet that contained an ancient ground known as the Valley of the Jedi, which supposedly was like just full of the Force. Like, basically, you enter the Valley of the Jedi if you weren't Force-sensitive, and you exit the Valley of the Jedi a Force-sensitive. And they were going after this because they believed it would make Jarek invincible. So, I don't want to spoil everything that happens in that game, because I may end up doing a series for that after this, if people really like this. Almost like pull a George Lucas, and we'll do the last half of the series first. But anyway... All you really need to know is that at the end, Kyle Katarn defeats Jarek, and Kyle Katarn and his mercenary partner Jan Ors, who's a woman, who they become kind of romantically involved with each other, sort of. They are the only 2 people that know the location, supposedly, of the Valley of the Jedi planet, and they keep it a secret. Now, Kyle also has a brush with the dark side between between that game and this game. They kind of cover that in an expansion to Jedi Knight called Mysteries of the Sith. And Kyle actually decides to give up his lightsaber. So this game actually takes place about 14 years after Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker has already set up the Jedi Praxium on Yavin 4 and is training new Jedi. The new Jedi Order is already, established, or I'm sorry, the New Republic is already established on Coruscant. And they're dealing with the Imperial Remnant, or, the last couple remaining pieces of the Empire that are scattered throughout, like, the Outer Rim and Hutt Space and all that fun jazz. So that's really all you need to know going into this. Like I said, Kyle has given up the Jedi ways, so when we start this game, I'm actually not going to have a lightsaber, and it's not going to be until a few levels into the game that I actually get it again. But that's, like I said, that's all you really need to know. I'm going to try to keep the music on in the background, because the music really does help the game feel much more interesting. Oh, please don't. Why are you so loud? Don't believe it's not Star Wars music, not by John Williams, YouTube, okay. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. It is a time of relative peace in the galaxy. 8 years have passed since the Empire has defeated the Battle of Endor. Bullshit! I'm sorry, that's not 14. But the New Republic still struggles to restore order and vanquish its enemies. After defending the Valley of the Jedi from the evil Jarek, and nearly falling to the dark side himself, former Jedi Knight Kyle Katarn has severed his connection with the Force and returned to his mercenary ways. With his longtime partner, Jan Ors, Kyle continues to aid the Republic in the fight against the Imperial Remnant. As the Remnant launches its latest gambit to regain control of the galaxy, Kyle and Jan have been sent by the New Republic to investigate the planet Kejim, home to a long-dead Imperial outpost, ... I guess I really didn't need to give you all that backstory if they were going to just do it right here, and I'm sorry that I'm talking over this whole thing, but like I said, I really don't want YouTube to pick up this audio and end up taking this video down. So there, that should be good. And here we go. It's their new ship, because Kyle's old ship was destroyed in the last game.
Preparing for final approach.
Look at those
Whatever's
graphics.
causing those transmissions, it's not showing up on any of the sensors. This Imperial outpost looks as abandoned as reported.
It's as dead as the rest of Kejim. Mon Mothma must be getting paranoid. She never used to send pros like us out on blue milk runs like this.
Kyle, Jan, greetings.
Mon Mothma, Kyle was just talking about you.
No doubt. I bring troubling information about your mission on Kejim.
I hate it when you say troubling.
We've managed to decode a small fraction of the transmission we intercepted earlier, and, well, listen for yourselves. I will fire into shadow. First forces. We may have to the Valley of the Jedi. Reborn warrior.
The Valley of the Jedi?
Reborn?
We believe this transmission was intended for Galak Fayar, the suspected leader of the remnant forces in that sector. It's probably nothing more than a couple of soldiers telling tales around the glow lamp. But as you are the only survivors of the Valley of the Jedi incident, I thought it only fair to warn you that this mission may be more dangerous than we originally anticipated. Your objectives, however, remain the same. Find out what you can, clear out any remnant forces you encounter, and may the Force be with you.
So much for the blue milk run.